going to read the remarks from First Lady Hillary Clinton's speech from the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women in Beijing, China. I'd like to thank the Secretary General of the United Nations for inviting me to be part of the Fourth World Conference on Women. This is truly a celebration. It's also coming together. Our goals for this conference? To strengthen families and societies by empowering women to take greater control over their own destinies. Cannot be fully achieved unless all governments here and around the world accept their responsibility to protect and promote internationally recognized human rights. The international community has long acknowledged that both women and men are entitled to a range of protections and personal freedoms, from the right of personal security to the right to determine freely the number and spacing of children they bear. No one should be forced to remain silent for fear of religious or political prosecution, arrest, abuse, or torture. Tragically, women are the most often ones whose human rights are violated. Even in the late 20th century, the rape of women continues to be used as an instrument of armed conflict. Women and children make up a large majority of the world's refugees. When women are excluded from the political process, they become even more vulnerable to abuse. I believe that it is time to break our silence. It is time for us to say here in Beijing and the world to hear that it is no longer acceptable to discuss women's rights as separate rights from human rights. It is a violation of human rights when women and girls are sold the slavery of prostitution. It is a violation of human rights when women are doused with gasoline, set on fire, and burned to death because their marriage dowries are deemed too small. It is a violation of human rights when individual women are raped in their own communities and when thousands of women are subjected to rape as a tactic or prize of war. It is a violation of human rights when the leading cause of death worldwide among women ages 14 to 44 is the violence they are subjected to in their own homes. It is a violation of human rights when women are denied the right to plan their own families, and that includes being forced to have abortions or being sterilized against their will. If there is one message that echoes forth from this conference, it is that human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights. Let us not forget that among those rights are the right to speak freely and the right to be heard. Women must enjoy the right to participate fully in the social and political lives of their countries. If we want freedom and democracy to thrive and endure, let me be clear. Freedom means the right of people to assemble, organize, and debate openly. It means respecting the views of those who may disagree with the views of the governments. It means not taking citizens away from their loved ones and jailing them, mistreating them, or denying them their freedom or dignity because of the peaceful expressions of their ideas and opinions. Now it is time to act on behalf of women everywhere. If we take bold steps to better the lives of women, we will be taking bold steps to better the lives of children and families too. And as long as discrimination and inequalities remain so commonplace around the world, as long as girls and women are valued less, fed last, overworked, underpaid, not schooled, and subjected to violence in and out of their homes, the potential of human family to create a peaceful, prosperous world will not be realized. Let this conference be our and the world's call to action, and let us heed the call so that we can create a world in which every woman is treated with respect and dignity. Every boy and girl is loved and cared for equally, and every family has the hope of a strong and stable future. God's blessings on you, your work, and all who will benefit from it. Thank you very much.